Ghislaine Maxwell's conviction may now be in question as her lawyers plan to request a retrial over recent comments made by a juror in the media. The juror in question says he was sexually abused in the past and discussed his experiences during the jury deliberations. He told two British newspapers that he revealed his story after other jurors raised doubts about the credibility of two of Maxwell's accusers. The imperfection of memory, especially as it related to victims of abuse and trauma, was a contentious issue during the trial, with memory experts even called to testify. Maxwell was convicted last week of sex trafficking and other charges related to recruiting and grooming underage girls for convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein to abuse between 1994 and 2004. The male juror, who asked to be identified as Scotty David, claimed his story helped convince the jury to convict the former socialite. Also at issue is whether that juror disclosed his claims about his personal experience before the trial, as he told media he flew through the initial questionnaire potential jurors filled out. It included a question of whether they or a friend or family member had ever been the victim of sexual assault. While Scotty David said he did not remember a question about abuse in the questionnaire, he told media he would have answered honestly. That interview prompted lawyer Christian Everdell to write to the judge saying there was incontrovertible grounds for a new trial. U.S. District Judge Allison Nathan gave lawyers until January 19th to formally request a new trial and explain whether an inquiry into the jurors' statements is needed. Prosecutors have until February 2nd to respond. Possibly complicating the case further is the second juror's own revelations to the New York Times that they were also sexually abused and had likewise told jury members. Legal experts told Reuters the possible failure of a juror to disclose they were a victim of sexual abuse may not be enough to warrant a new trial. According to experts, cases where verdicts were overturned largely involved jurors who deliberately omitted information to try and get on the panel. The jurors were asked about potential abuse in the questionnaire, and those who answered yes were later questioned by the judge if they could be impartial, according to court records. Scotty David says he was not asked about any personal experience in follow-up questioning. Maxwell faces up to 65 years in prison for her conviction. Previl, Global News.